There was a very successful Mossad, action, where they went into essentially the notes. So all the notes, the written homework, everything that they had done for the nuclear program, and they stole it. They basically got all the original. It's like where they kept all the progress written down, how a certain experiment had gone, basically the backup of all their data. And Mossad took it. It was a very successful. You can read it. I don't have the article right here, but I read it. It was a long article, but it was fantastic because it was like an amazing heist. It wasn't guarded as well as the other stuff because it was just, you know what I mean? It was just information. But they went in there and they practiced for years on how to break open everything, the locks, the filing cabinets, so they wouldn't lose anything. And they got everything out, killed the guards, got everything out. So actually, Mossad knows exactly what they have. Through those notes, they know so much about it. All their, the guys' names, they know their handwriting, they know what they exactly discovered. And I think that's why Mossad wants to act now, because they literally do know that they've now reached the point where they're going to have a nuclear weapon. So I would say that the higher value or the most important thing is that the West has to try. They got to try something. It might not work, I agree, but they got to do something. If they don't do anything, very soon Iran's going to have a nuclear weapon, and they might have one anyway. So failure doesn't mean that there was another thing that could have been done to stop it. It might be that they've done such a great job learning from what Israel did, at the Natanz, I think it was, or where they bombed that not functioning yet nuclear facility, and knowledge of the U.S. bombs. That video, though, he goes in deep about how they're planning to overcome the limitations on the depth of the bombs by pinpointing 2 or 3 or 12 bombs right in that same location. I think there's 2 things. Personally, just from what I've read. First, take the B-2s, try the best to destroy it for a couple of reasons. One is it could work. It could work. Might be more successful. We don't really know because, as you know, with the military stuff, they never release the real data about how far these things can go. Now, the bad thing is everyone's going to find out what the U.S. capacities are very clearly in this attack. So that's the negative, is you're giving away your hand. But the positive is that they can test it out too. They can fully test these GBUs, and they're going to improve them for sure, because they're going to learn from all these things, right? So I think testing the bombs on that highly fortified place, one, it's good for the bombs, because they're going to come up with there's going to be some new crazy technology, some new drilling bomb, because obviously we got to go a lot deeper now. We got to be able to somehow go 1,000 feet deep, right? This, whether it's slow or fast, we can't be playing this game, because if they're just 10 feet below what we can do, then boom, we can't do shit. So we got to have a breakthrough somehow. The other thing is we do have a nuke, a small nuke, which would destroy it. I read about the power of that bomb. Of course, that would be a major escalation. But it would take out that whole facility. And it's designed to be a bunker buster nuclear, which has 10 levels. They can set it on, 1 kiloton, 10 kilo, whatever the exact numbers are. So they could fine tune it just to get this facility, right? So we do have the capacity to take it out. The other thing is in coordination with what Israel's doing. Israel's really going for, the crown prince of Iran. he's waiting in the wings. He's like a democratic civilian guy, and has been waiting for basically to take power since '79. They've had the people, because so many of my friends are Iranian. In '79, when they came to the U.S., they all came to LA and Orange County. It was the craziest thing. So a lot of my friends in college came over when the Shah fell in '79, and they're all like, basically they kind of pledged their allegiance to this other government. So it's not like some made up thing last minute. Like these guys are really smart. They know that Iran should be rich. They got a lot of oil. They should be super rich, like a Kuwait, they should have cash, and they should be living good lives, and they should have like foreign slaves doing all the work, right? The Indians come in, Pakis come in. That's what and they should be driving nice cars and having fun and drinking nice drinks and living in nice houses and just banking cash, right? So they not only, I think it's not so much. I think they do want democracy. I think there's another portion where they saw what happened after their government fell, right? And the mullahs took control, and they don't like that. So there is a yearning to go back to when they were free. So it's not some mirage. Like if you look back at old Iran pictures, one of my girlfriend's dads worked in Iran pre-'79. He gave me a knife and told me all about it. He gave me like an old knife. This is like back in the '80s, but so they have a culture too. Persian culture is one of the oldest, most beautiful cultures, and they want that to be remembered and known and carried on. And they don't like the fact that any religion has or anybody or religion has stopped that. Basically taken over, right, and destroyed a lot of things that they stood for, right. So Iran is a very different place than other countries, and there's a large group of, like I go to an Iranian supermarket in Orange County all the time when I'm home because it's like the best food, and I talk to everybody there. I eat there a lot. They're just very smart people, and they're very organized, and they hang out together. The families stick close. In San Clemente, there's a lot of wealthy Iranian families. One of my neighbors, one of my parents' friends, is one of those families. They're waiting. They're fucking waiting to go back. They want to go back. They want to build a house back there. They want the government to fall. And also, too, it's kind of gotten old, this whole revolution thing. '79 is a long time away, and the people that supported it, it's kind of dead now. It's the people, as far as my take from talking to people, is that there's a lot of people who really do want change. It's kind of like the time, it's like the spring thaws kind of thing. So I think that there will be a new government in waiting who would be open to letting teams come in and just dismantle these things, because that would obviously be the requirement. They would have to take power, right? Is you have to let us in. We have to find all these nuclear sites ASAP. Otherwise, you guys can't do shit, basically. And I believe that they would agree to that. I think they would very easily agree to that, because really what they want to do is rebuild Persian culture, start getting very high-tech, latest petroleum refineries and drilling technologies, and just start, drill baby drill. That's what they want to do. They want to turn it into a money-making machine, and they want to bring back some of the culture and respect they had before. So I think that they could both work. The U.S. could test these bombs. If you watch that video I sent you, it's pretty good. That guy is a good channel. He flew. Was it? I forget. He always talks about it. But anyway, he flew U.S. fighter jets. He understands. He has an inside view. But testing those bombs, the time is right for the U.S. to know about these. Everybody's building bunkers now. Everybody's building underground. We gotta improve our game. We're fucked it's so easy. Like me and you, literally, could dig a hole. I dug a hole myself with a chainsaw for the roots of trees, a shovel, and a pick that was 20 feet deep, 20 feet wide, and 20 feet height in like 2 days. I mean, I worked my fucking ass off. Just me. In Santa Cruz, just recently. You know, because I had to do it to find something for this job I was doing. And it was pretty amazing. And I thought, man, me and you could dig a hole deeper than these bombs can go, including the American one. Like basically, if you had a bomb, if you had a hole that was, let's say, 300 feet deep, right? 300 feet deep, no one's gonna fucking get it. Like, just a hole. I mean, like, we're not talking concrete or reinforced nothing. Just a fucking hole. So these bombs are too easy to beat right now. You know, so either we got to give up on them or we got to get serious about this. And I think this is kind of a good chance for the U.S. to really like, we're already the leaders, but we can't rest on our laurels. We got to come up with some kind of bomb that has a digging thing, like Musk's, what is it called? His latest tunnel making machine. I forgot the name of it. It's a funny name, but it's very effective. We need something like that. We need like a digging machine that we can just set, and they just powered by AI. They just dig down and find things. Apparently, that new digging machine that he has is so technologically awesome that once you set it where it wants to go, you know, and you just turn on the electricity, it's like a few dollars a foot. Like it just starts, you know, the big blades start turning, and it just starts cutting through shit. Now, of course, it takes money to get the dirt out and get it in the right place and, you know, set it all up, but it's just amazingly efficient and cheap. So I think we need that same kind of technology or something new for this underground bunker destroyer kind of mentality. Me and you could even come up with a startup. I think it's a great chance to make a startup. Basically, the whole purpose is to get underground bunkers, you know. And I think the U.S., apparently the government is really into startups these days, investing in startups. I think basically a bunker destroyer startup with some smart ideas could easily get funding